Hello, my name is Desmond Goolsby. I am the local YPD president at Baber AME Church. I am also the Western New York Conference YPD president.
And my name is Kirsten Rosette, and I am the local YPD director of Baber AME Church.
My experience as the president on the local level and on the Western New York level is that you get to meet a lot of new faces and interact with a lot of new people. And also you get to be able to touch lives in other places. Our most recent community service project was feeding those out in the community that is a little bit less fortunate than we are. The YPDers, all the way to the Sunbeams, took part in cooking food and passing out drinks and chips and other things in that nature to the people in our community, and there was a long line and we all enjoyed ourselves and had lots of laughs and got to know people in our community, because I feel as a leader we should all be connected more within our community.
So throughout this conference year, locally, the YPDers at Baber have been extremely helpful and extremely busy in the community. We began the conference year. We always volunteer at Ronald McDonald's house every year. They love when we come. We usually do a breakfast service. So the kids really enjoy that and get into that. During the holiday season, we did a clothing drive where I asked all of the YPDers and their parents if we can donate some new or gently used clothing, and all of those proceeds went to the Mary's Place Refugee Outreach Center here in Rochester, and all of the tenants at the outreach center were really grateful and just they sang our praises when we gave them the donation. So that really just warmed our hearts to be able to touch the community that way. Earlier this year in February, we did the Super Bowl of Caring, where we collected about 60 cans of soup and non-perishable items that we donated to the Cameron Place Community Center that really focuses on the young people. They do an after-school program, so we wanted to be a blessing to them, and we are just happy to serve. We serve with our community meal ministry here at Baber, so it's really been a blessing to work with the young people this conference year.
Personally, I feel the YPD is important in any young person's life is because of the support system that's around it. And I know being in the YPD, I've always had that backbone and that support system around me. I know I can always call Sister Kirsten and she'd give me advice. And I know, say if I'm in Buffalo, I can always call on my brother Lamone and he's always there for me. So it's more like a brotherhood wherever you go, to know that you have that strong support system in your corner.
And to piggyback off a support system, it's just very important to me to let the young people know that no matter where they are, in Rochester, Buffalo, Albany, Syracuse, you always have a covering. Recently, our congregation was touched by an act of violence in our community where one of our young people at Baber was injured. And I just try to teach the young people that, although there is violence around us, you have a home, you are planted here at Baber. My pastor always says, in order for you to grow, you have to be planted somewhere. So we just try to instill that in the young people. I mean, our YPD motto is to grow, glow, and go for Christ. So it's just extremely beneficial to teach these young people starting at a young age that you are loved, you are covered, and we are constantly praying for you and are here for you.
Ever since I was a young child and being brought up around the YPD and then eventually joining the YPD, they've instilled traits in me that I will carry on for the rest of my life. This upcoming June, I'll be graduating from high school and then joining the Air Force, and I'll be able to carry on those traits and hopefully pass it on to others and share the word of God. And for that, I am very much thankful.
And that concludes our Rochester area YPD report. Thank you, guys.
See ya.